So here we are at Stephen and Jen's house, and they have staying with them two wonderful young men that are incredible, that want to grow up and be pastors. Arnold, right, and Michael. Well, these guys are young men that are going to be great leaders, and they love Jesus. This series is all about, it's all the way you look at things.
Well, it all started when I went into a meeting for my work, and a guy came in to talk to all the teachers about a choir coming to our school called Ugandan Thunder. These kids from Uganda, Africa get to come over to the United States to do a tour. You know, they really get the full American experience because they get to stay with American families. My coworker, the other fourth grade teacher, raised her hand and asked if they needed any more volunteers. And he said, yeah, we could take a couple.
I mean, like, I had no idea they were coming over.
Both of us were kind of like, oh, cool, we're going to have two kids stay with us, and then we're going to go on with our lives.
Yeah, no.
Little did we know that it was going to be so impacting on us.
Well, the choir consisted of like 22 to 24 kids. They ranged from like 13 years old all the way to 9 or 10. Of course, they're from Uganda, Africa, and they all live together. They live in an orphanage.
And they feel very fortunate just to be able to eat posho every day. And that's why they're coming over to the United States to do this tour, is to raise money to make sure that they can feed every kid at least twice a day.
Arnold's 12 years old. He's the oldest, tall, skinny one. His mom is the head teacher of the orphanage, so very smart.
Arnold was very tender-hearted and very sweet. It felt so good every time he'd say, hey, Mom and Dad. They call you Mom and Dad when they stay with you. And Michael, he doesn't get to see his mom hardly at all.
I think he said she only gets to see him on holidays, so maybe Christmas and Easter.
When we asked them, because, you know, they're gone a whole year, we said, well, are you going to miss your mom? And right away they say no, like super fast. The moms tell the boys that if they can get adopted here and if they don't have to come back to Uganda, don't. I asked one of the kids that stayed with us what is one of their favorite things to do when they're out of school, and they said read their Bible. You
look at our kids in the United States, and what kid wants to just sit at home and read their Bible, which we take for granted because we have everything and anything here in the United States, and those kids have nothing, but they're so grateful and so thankful for just the small stuff that they do have.
After seeing their innocence and how good they are and how they get up and praise God every morning and every night and thank God, like they are the most blessed people in the world. And I can't even do that sometimes when I have more than enough, and that there's always more that I could do. I could volunteer more, or I could, instead of complaining every day that I don't have the newest clothes or the best house on the block, just the little things that I worried about each day didn't matter anymore.
Hopefully if they come back to our church, people can get involved because your lives are just completely changed. We probably got to know them for maybe 5 or 6 hours out of the 2 days that we had them.
But just in that small amount of time, our worlds were just completely rocked through it. Right now I'm working on trying to get some of our schools certified to do a exchange program where some of the kids can come over here and go to school and learn so that they can get good education and go back to their homeland and raise them up out of the poverty that they're living in, that they can raise up leaders in their community and get them out of the situations that they are in.
Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you.